Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel here in Collection. My name is Aaron and we have a very special guest today after quite a long break. We have the Malaysia Championships winner for 2024, Yoong Kai Jian. Kai Jian, how are you, buddy?
Hi, all good.
So we were supposed to have the interview We supposed to have the interview last year after you won Asia Open with
Yeah,
with Mew VMAX. And
yeah,
somehow I think the RCS in me didn't want to give you the interview. We never had it. No lah, I'm
yeah.
joking. I
It,
think I got sick, and then we couldn't do a sound check. But see, now you came all the way, win another tournament, a bigger tournament, and
yeah,
now you're back to the interview again. So yes, we will have interview with you, Kaijen, which is awesome. Now, for every one of you who are just tuning in to the channel, I know it's been I think about 2 months since we had our last video. I've been down with some illness, and of course, I've been busy with two events casted over the last couple of weekends. One was the Malaysia Championships for 2023-2024, the largest event in Pokemon TCG history in Malaysia and in the English card region here in Southeast Asia. The biggest. And we're the winner of that event. Out of 702 players, Yoong Kai Jian is our champion. Congratulations, man. That is such an achievement.
thank you, thank you.
And you didn't do it with Mew VMAX. You did it with a different deck totally. Mew VMAX obviously has been rotated, but somehow you brought your own flavor of Chien-Pao Dudunsparce, which is, from what I know, is making a lot of videos now on YouTube. People are copying the deck, people are copying your list, people are giving you shoutouts. How does it feel to be famous?
I feel a bit. Finally, someone's watching our Malaysia area. The deck list. Yeah, it's feel very happy and it's a good news.
Yeah,
They started seeing Malaysians the result or something like that.
yeah, that's true. I think a lot of people are also excited to see a different flavor for Chien-Pao because I think Chien-Pao is a deck people always thought, oh, it's already been figured out. It's Chien-Pao, Excalibur, Bibarel. You play a certain line of trainers and Pokemon, and that's it, right? But then you
Yeah,
came and you decided to break that, which is typical rebellious Malaysia, and then you came up with your own flavor of Chien-Pao the Dunsparce. So before we get into the deck, which I know people want to hear about from you directly, tell us about your day one and your day two. How did that go at the Malaysia Championships?
I mean, the day one. I think it's the most because the Chien-Pao is the worst matchup is the Snorlax store at the ancient box. But
Mm-hmm.
that one I made at the last round I think, and I'm lost. And yeah, the overall is very smooth, and the back matchup is quite bad lah. I mean, really sometimes how to fight it, even you back start. Yeah.
So you went 6-0 first and then you lost two in a row, right? To
Yeah,
Pokemon.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy. That was
Those one ancient box and the Regidrago.
like one is Ancient Box, the other one is
Regidrago.
Regidrago.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Okay. But it's so super interesting that just for everyone who also don't know, Malaysia had a top 32 cut for the first time
Uh,
ever. That was your what number do you come in top 32?
uh, I think it's 24 or 22. I forgot already. Around 24 or
Yeah.
22. I
Oh,
let me
that
check.
was
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
nice. So thankful for top 32 because
yeah.
that's a
I think
nice range.
should be the second top 32 card. I mean, last time in Singapore also top 22 top cards.
Is
The
it?
yeah. The Singapore Asia Open is same
Oh yeah, yeah.
top
Asia
card.
Open, yeah. Asia Open, yes. I think this is the first time in nationals or championships that we had a top
Yeah,
32 cut. Yeah, across all the regions. So this was the only country among the three, Malaysia, Singapore, and Philippines, that had enough players that it was top 32. So,
mm-hmm.
which is good. I think it's a good format to have. I remember on at the end of day one, because I was judging day one, I saw you at the end of the day, and you were telling me, oh, you lost two rounds. I don't know if you can make it in or not. Because quite a few 6-2s also drop out of top 32. I think a few wins as
Yeah.
well.
I was scared the bubble up because we got discussed before. if full, your high chance will bubble up. Since last time the regional 500 around, but the 6-2 still over 32.
Yes.
Yeah.
So very tense end of day one for you. But hey, you made it in, and then you got
Yeah.
into day two, and
Yeah.
we even featured you on stream. So I got the chance to cast your match on stream as well, which is always great, right?
Yeah.
Tell us a bit. Maybe not the don't spoil the rest of the day, but tell us a bit of the earlier rounds, right, that you had, because we didn't feature all your rounds. How was your top 32 match, and then top 16, and then top 8? Let's go in that order.
I top 32, top 16, and top 8. I made the same deck, Raging Ball.
Wow.
Yeah, I was very scary to lose because it's quite dangerous if you start through Prizer. But I remember top 32, top 16, and top 8, I keep start to Prizer.
and how? Okay. Okay.
That's why I very damn scared, right? I just played my opponent with the go second first turn attack and try to use the where's the prime catcher is. Try where's the prime catcher is. Yeah.
What kind of luck do you have that in all 3 rounds, I think it's a bit favorable, right, Raging Bull, if you don't start with 2 Prizer.
Yeah. If you not start 2 Prizer,
yeah,
if it's a very high chance to win already.
Correct. And you still start 2 Prizer in all 3 of those.
Yeah. But actually the top 16 is not the top 16 I find a Regible player. That time is 1-1. At the game 3, I was thinking I already lose. Maybe I end up with it. But the Regible a bit break. He keep drawing and discard a lot of things that I think run turn 3 or turn 4 their enemy rival 4 already at discard pile.
Wow.
So yeah, it's very tricky. I thought I'm losing already. I'm trying to stalling him down, make him retreat, try to take up. Yes. Because he don't have energy anymore, he take up. So he win. So I win, yeah.
Oh my god. That is... Okay, so you definitely rode your luck on the first 3 rounds in top 6, top 32, top 16, and also top 8. Tell us about top 4. Top 4 was the match we had you on stream up against another fellow Chien-Pao player.
Bibarel Trust.
Chien-Pao Bibarel, right? That was the OG Chien-Pao deck pretty much, and we had you guys featured on the stream.
Yeah, but about the Chien-Pao experience still same. Just guess who try to take out the 2 prizes, then he win already. But if your setup like if Chien-Pao mirror, I would like to try is like 2 Fijibacks with Berry Charm and 1 Greninja. Does not need the Rotom. Then there's no chance to take the 2 prizes. So they will start with 1 prize.
Actually, good point that you bring up about the deck. I think we can now segue a bit to your deck list before we talk about the finals, because I know everyone knows about the finals, right? So anyway, let's go to your deck list, right? So let's take a look at what we see. It looks pretty standard at the start. If I look at it point blank, actually when I looked at it casting your deck as well, I thought, oh, pretty standard. Until I come to the Dudunsparce and the Dudunsparce, and I'm like, what's going on there? And I look deeper, there's a Rotom. I look a little deeper, there's a Roxanne. There's Arvens. So maybe let's break it down a little bit. Your Pokemon lineup. Let's start there. What was your idea behind swapping out Bibarel for the Dudunsparce?
The reason I swapped out the Bibarel, I test very long about the Bibarel Chien-Pao. They have one weakness of the when you play Chien-Pao, your test always not enough. If you play Bibarel, you have to discard a lot of things. Sometimes you have forced you to discuss important things like that. Yeah, but the list have the silent so it should be okay. What if there are 2 tills?
True.
Yeah, and also the Bibarel, sometimes you fight Gali, they will easily come back. Also, they can keep counter catcher your Bibarel, and they keep shooting your described or something like that. Yono or something like that. Just they got. I feel the Bibarel is like a leg opener, easy comeback.
Like a
But the
liability.
deck,
Yeah.
but the Bibarel Chien-Pao is stable. But got race also. They have got chance to come back. Yeah. That's why I take out the Bibarel Chien to Dudunsparce. And also the Bibarel Chien-Pao, you fight the Snorlax store, is totally very low chance to win.
Mm.
Yeah, and you check to the source Chien-Pao, that no other way to try to counter catch up. Because you can wash him back the Dudunsparce to that.
That's very true.
Compared to,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's a little sneak peek that I mentioned to some of the judges and also some very close friends on Saturday morning on day one. So I was mentioning to them, is like, hey, don't be surprised. You're gonna see a lot of Gardevoir and you're gonna see quite a few Snorlax in Malaysia because we love our Snorlax. And true enough, walking to the top tables, you see a sea of purple, all Gardevoir, and then there's like one or two Snorlax players as well. And I'm like, if any of these make it into top 32, casting these matches will be so crazy. So
Yeah.
you're right. You know, there was so
Yeah,
many
yeah, yeah.
Guardi. There was so many Guardi on day one in the top tables, but I think only 2 or 3 made it into top 32. So you,
I think around
maybe one.
one or two.
Oh,
Cause
yeah.
I think
two Guardi and one Snorlax made top 32.
oh yeah, two Guardian, one Snorlax, and one Pidgeot store.
Yes, and you dodge all of it, which is great. You didn't have to play against a single one of those decks.
Yeah.
So that's cool. So I think that Dudunsparce is awesome. It's a cool technology lah for the deck, you know. And of course, when we were looking at your games on stream, you had massive hands. Your hands were like upwards of 7-8 cards at any given time, which is crazy. You know, so many options. And of course, I think the card that people were also questioning, Rotom, right? Rotom V. So you mentioned a little bit on Rotom just now about when to play or when not to play, right? What is your general like guiding principle of Rotom? When should you play? When should you not play?
It really depends when they are start the first turn.
Mhm.
If you go first, you see normally you see your opponent started should be no one deck unless they have start with Ninja. Really hard to say. But normally if you go first, just play the Rotom. If you go second, try to not put Rotom. But if you the sequence difference is like if you go first, your hands is very good. I think sometimes you don't need Rotom lah. Yeah. You have 2 Dudunsparce. I think 6 cards plus the Greninja conceal card, 8 cards already. Once per turn, you can draw a lot of cards on your hand.
Interesting. I think that's the thing about maybe some players not knowing about when to bench Rotom. They feel like maybe every game, regardless I start first or second, I will want to play Rotom. But when you bring up a good point, right? You have to assess because it takes up a bench spot that you can never get back, right? The Rotom. Whereas if the Dudunsparce, you can always shuffle back in. You can always free up the bench spot for later on. You know, we've seen a couple of matches with you actually benching 3 Fijibacks, I think, if I recall. It might be at the championships or it could be at the open championships 1 week later, where you just went Fijibacks pass because you respected the potential Greninja on turn 1 from Law Zone, Turbo Law Zone box, for example. So I think those are interesting situations that you had.
Yeah, because Lost Box is you have to expect even their goal second they still can make it to 7 Law Zone. So I prefer put 3 Fijibacks and 1 Rotom is enough. But I not really recommend put the Dudunsparce. Because it's like another target that free 2 prizes to shoot. Something like that lah. I feel lah.
Makes sense.
But really, still it depends. If you got Berichan, maybe you can try put the Berichan on the Dudunsparce. Yeah.
So perfect way to segue into your trainer lineup because every time we talk about Chien-Pao deck, it's like okay, energy retrieval, superior energy retrieval, Irida, but your trainer lineup is very unique, right?
Yeah.
What would you think among these cards? And I'm gonna say Bravery Charm, but I want to let you tell me what are your key highlights in the trainer cards based on what we have here on this.
I think Arwen and Roxanne. These two. It's quite because the didn't expect I will play Roxanne in the Chien-Pao. Normally the Chien-Pao list is Yono. Yeah. And also the Roxanne is help me got a flash card on hand. Yeah, and also can disrupt people. I mean, disrupt the opponent. Yeah, and the oven, you can take a berry charm and like fossil stone and item. Sometimes Irida is if you full set up, the Irida is useless already. The Irida only
Mm,
used on the you need to set up or attack the attacker something like that. If you already done set up, you use oven take the item is enough.
interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
Arven has been a high value card in so many decks, but Chien-Pao has not actually run the card. It's always Irida, right? So this was
yeah.
another cool situation.
Is is for me is as long keep the Irida better than oven lah. Cause Irida that game also still important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you beat the game done set up, you try to use oven or something like that. Yeah, save the Irida.
Very good point.
Try to let game try to get the Irida high chance if get your no or something like that.
Very good point. I think, of course, I think you mentioned Bravery Charm quite a few times, right? It's a card that can prevent KOs on not just Dunsparce, but pretty much even Frigibacks if you need it to. We saw some very cool plays that you had where immediately having Dunsparce in play, straight away Bravery Charm, and people was like, okay, I'm not going to knock that out for now. And then the best part is you can even shuffle it back into your deck. So that's the cool part of the technology that the Dunsparce provides. You know, the Bravery Charm can be reused again on something else later on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's your thought about capturing aroma? Because we did see quite a few flips on capturing
Oh,
aroma, which
uh,
is not very commonly played in a lot of decks. I think that is Lugia's favorite card, but Chien-Pao, that's very different.
yeah, a lot. But I saw a lot about they asking the Kitria Roma why I use the Kitria not
Mm.
Ultra Ball. Reason the cause if you I use the first Chien-Pao is you try to get a lot of cards hands as possible, and you if you use the Ultra Ball, you have to throw your card and making less something like that. Is
Mm-hmm.
what if you not enough the cans to discard? Use the super nature discard. So we use the capture aroma. If you get kills, you can take out the Luminion or the Chien-Pao or Greninja, something like that. If you hex, you get the Excalibur or the Duskblast. You can save the Irida, take another water Pokemon.
Very interesting. And so far, was there
Yeah.
any bad flips that you had, especially during championships, or everything was like
Um,
went your way?
Day one, Asian box.
Angel box. Angel box. No, I mean, even if you flip the right kids tails, I think Angel box is just a tough one lah for you, for Chien-Pao. I think
Yeah.
I think Ancient Box, if I'm not mistaken, they were at least going into the final couple of rounds. There were a lot of Ancient Box, but many didn't make it. I think it was only at best 2 really into top 32, which is very
Yeah.
surprising. You know, I think if I had the full deck list of every player that were there, the 702 people, I'm very sure at least maybe, I don't know, 200 of them may be Ancient Box or 100 plus with Ancient Box. That's how many they were at the nationals, at championships. I guess it's also a cheaper deck to play, to buy and all that. So maybe that's the reason. I don't know.
Actually, the current format, the Asian box, they are start
Mm,
playing the working way. Yeah, if they start the working way, still got chance to win. You can Iron Hand twice.
true. Very true.
Then yeah, but I break, so I think it's very hard to make it. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think still got chance,
still a
but
chance.
just
Yeah.
try. Yeah, just try don't break or something.
I
Still got
think
chance.
the fact that they play Walking Wing now makes the matchup easier for you, because if they ever start with it, or if they for whatever reason bench it down, not realizing it, that's a free
Yeah,
prize, right? Free 2 prize.
yeah.
You don't see Koraidon anymore. Somehow the whole decklist has changed because
The
they want
the
to
reason
single
they
retreat.
check the working way is one to three calls.
Exactly, and I love Ancient Box. So I played a lot of Ancient Box. It's one of the more fun decks for me, and I've gotten amped before because my walking weight wasn't active, and they couldn't get it out in time. But yeah, that's cool. So I think pretty much the rest of the deck list. Honestly, was there anything else that you want to talk about in the deck list? It looks, I mean, energy lines are straightforward. 8-1 is quite standard. Um, we'll talk about Pokestop later because that's a different card. That's a crazy card to talk about, especially with regards to your run. But anything else? Okay, if I ask, what is your MVP of your list? What is the most valuable card of your entire deck list during the tournament?
I think still Dudunsparce.
Dudunsparce.
He saved me a lot of times. Yeah.
I should get one to sign for you to sign before you go to Worlds. Epic, man. Hey, awesome stuff. So if I want to get people to start playing the deck, right? So there's two parts to this question. The first is, should the deck still? I mean, what's your thought about this? The skill cap, like, can someone just starting to play the game play the deck pretty decently? That's the first question. The second question is the deck still viable for Worlds in Hawaii?
You mean the first question is you mean the recommend for the newbie to play it or what?
So first question first, right? Do you recommend this deck for a new player, or do you feel strongly that this is a deck mainly for experienced players?
I think the Dudunsparce Chien-Pao is not really recommend for the newbie. I still prefer the Bibarel. Bibarel is more easier because the Dudunsparce Chien-Pao is the sequence is very important. Sometimes, yeah, it really depends. Yeah, so because I saw some player they are testing the Dudunsparce Chien-Pao at the local shop lah. The sequences are wrong. Yeah, so I think Bibarel is more easier to play lah for the new player cup.
Interesting. Yeah. Good point, because I think in Malaysia right now we're having a super huge boom of new players, right? So it's always good to, if you can give one advice, what is the advice to a new player if they really say I want to play this deck because Malaysia Champion play, I want to play. So what is the advice that you would give to someone wanting to pick up your deck?
I think it's very hard to say. It's like maybe it's like depends. See on your hand, don't overuse the Dudunsparce. Use the Dudunsparce, the timing, and also the sequencing is very important. Maybe it's like conceal card first, then Pokestop, then the Dudunsparce, then only Irida.
Okay.
Maybe this is the correct sequence. Yeah.
Makes sense. That's a very good point for people to both new and old players to want to like try your deck. Okay, the very important question. Will you take this deck for Worlds? Will you take it to Hawaii?
Might be considering.
Okay.
Cause the Worlds format a bit weird. Like the Seven Dustno and the Raging Dragon. I think these two is more annoying than.
True.
But its totally bad matchup is the Saber Eye Dustno. Yeah.
Dustno. Yeah.
That's a super bad matchup.
Some people are already saying that that's like the most crazy deck to come out from this new format coming up. So what do you think if, let's say, if I have to put you up against the wall and say, okay, play your Chien-Pao Dudunsparce or play another deck for Worlds, what are your two options? Just out of curiosity, and you may not want to share your full idea, but I'm just giving you a chance to give some inspiration to anyone watching.
Maybe I will try others deck first, but I still want to use Chien-Pao bring to Worlds. Yeah, still testing the Worlds format in the Chien-Pao in the Chien-Pao.
Awesome. So I think the last thing that we have to talk about this final thing, right? Your finals match, and full respect to Nick, because Nick honestly made an amazing run to the finals, but that was a crazy match. And whoever watching this video right now did not catch the stream, you guys should go and click it. I will link it in the description. Go and watch it. But I want to get Kai Jian's thoughts about that finals match. Kai Jian, what do you think?
The final match is quite fun. There's not even enjoy it, the final game. This both opponent is my opponent and me are already quite PP. Yeah. But we didn't expect the chorus. Yeah, it happens. The podcast stop has done.
That was crazy, man.
Yeah.
Three chorus off. So if now the spoiler, right?
Yeah.
Pokestop into 3 choruses experiment discarded on the first time that your opponent used Pokestop that game. Which was, I think I yelled out loud in the casting booth. I know people around me also yelled out loud because they couldn't believe the kind of thing. But it happens, right? This kind of situation. So it was just such a crazy situation. But what did you think of that matchup? Like, let's say the chorus situation didn't happen. What do you think about your chances against that matchup? Because Nick had a very interesting deck, right? It was Lost Zone, Lost Zone box with double Ursaluna and double Sableye, which was really trying to like hit numbers very precisely. You know.
Yeah,
What is your
and
thought about
also
the matchup? Yeah, go ahead.
for me, I think still same the plan to try bench 3 feedback is possible. And if a normal lost box, they only play one Usaruna.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If they got play two, have to carefully don't simply bench the two prizer for their the final lost box.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's try to as soon as possible faster to use Iron Hands or turn two Iron Hands is better lah. Turn two Iron Hands is good. Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
And also try to burn it out their lost vacuum or something like that. Cause I was praying. I was trying to count their lost vacuum how many. If you got three trick is try to let him burn as possible. Then my direction should be safe.
Yeah, that's true. I think a Berry-Charm is the card that comes in very important in that matchup as well because Ursaluna
Yeah,
will have
their
to.
direction is help fight for the lost box.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. This has been an amazing call with you, Kai Jian. I'm so glad we get the chance to talk to you. Good job lah, winning another event lah. You know, like you're like, you know what, Aaron, you want to interview me last year? I'm gonna win another event to make sure I land an interview. So now you got it. any any final thoughts? Any final words of you want to mention on this video?
I think just good luck for going the World Championship. Try to get a good result, and for others player, just play more. Sunday you will top cut and you win the game. You win the tournament.
And this is coming from someone who has top cut every single official event in the last 1 year and I think 1.5, almost 1.5 years. Yoong Kai Jian, awesome run. You have had an amazing season. All the best to you at Hawaii. I do hope if you're gonna bring Chien-Pao Dudunsparce, I do hope you land on the stream. And I do hope we get some entertaining matches. That's what we've seen you bring about. And to all of you at home, this has been an amazing time having you. And if you watch until this point, we almost come up to half an hour. So thank you all so much. We'll see you next video. And I do have some more videos planned before the World Championships in August. Stay tuned and we'll catch you all next time. See ya.
Thank you.